right, ladies and gentlemen, the books is in. The books are in. Yep. They in. They're here.
Log in to KofiPaisaTV.com and get Spears of the Mossy Volume 1 by Kofi Paisa Research Team, from Spears the Pen Volume 2 by Kofi Paisa Research Team, Spiritual Combat Volume 3 by Kofi Paisa Research Team, One Night Before Bed by Any Harret Shun Cal Funny, Kalawa's Trip to the Motherland by Kofi Paisa, From Cocaine to Consciousness by Any Harret Shun Cal Funny, As I Learned, We All Learn by Kofi Paisa. Also, if you want fresh merch, go to our online store, Family Connect Apparel, and get all the brands. Also, get our 54 deck of quiz and educational cards available now on KofiPaisaTV.com.
ETM Hotel, Rennie Sean, welcome in peace. My name is Sean. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the Masu Warrior Clan channel this evening. For those who are watching live, peace to everybody in the chat, or people that's coming in, people that'll actually catch the repeat, peace to you. What's up, Double R Robert Rand? What's up from West Africa? Please, as you come in, like the show, share the show. I'm not going to hold you long. I just want to build on something and just kind of mess with your minds a little bit. So as people are coming in and liking and sharing and all that, let me see. Let me go ahead and share myself. Hope everybody had a nice little interesting time on the pseudo killers. Yeah. So go ahead and hit that like button, share that show. I see some more people hopping in. What up? Number one troll is in the building. Of course, y'all know I can't share nothing on Facebook. I see Stacy. What up? What's good? What's going on? You see the title, it's called Simba Simbi. Anybody know what that means? Simba Simbi. Y'all know what that means? Anybody familiar with Simba Simbi? Let's take the Simbi off and let's just say Simba. Y'all know what Simba means? Well, when you think of Simba, what comes to your mind? This ain't gonna be no long drawn one. This one's gonna be good. I promise y'all, this is gonna be impactful. It's gonna be short, sweet, and to the point. Yep. I don't know where Sutek at, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where Kofi at. I don't know Satipara sleep. I can tell y'all that right now. Bruh, he crashed. He crashed. We ain't gonna see no Satipara. I don't know where Kofi at. Being crazy. Yeah, I know we had to go over there and we was over there. Yeah, the pseudo killer show today was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It was good. People who missed that, you want to go on pseudo killers and watch that. Okay. So when I say Simba, y'all think the Lion King. What up, Bud Haps? What's good, bro? Rashu says Lion King. Robert Rand says Lion King from West Africa say that too. Zane says Pride. Y'all okay. Okay. Y'all rocking. I see you. I'm still looking for Sutek though. Look like I'm gonna be on this journey by myself. This is cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started because a lot of y'all gotta work. Some of y'all might already be at work. Some of y'all might not even have time. Some of y'all just listening to y'all fall asleep. And then people who catch it on the replay, you know what I'm saying? Peace be unto you. But all right, man, let me go ahead and get this thing cracking. Trying to get it to where I can actually see. So, he says, I'm my own boss. Ain't that something? This ain't no bedtime story. Now, anyway, the title says it itself. It's Simba Simbi. Hold up that which holds you up. It's from Dr. Fu-Kiau. So let's see what Dr. Fu-Kiau is trying to tell us in the story. Now, this was written in two languages. It was written in English. Well, it was written in its original script, which would be, Congo, and then it was translated into English. So we're going to deal with Simba Simbi. All right, again, for those of you that are coming in, man, like the show, share the show. I promise you, you're going to take something away from what I am about to get into. And it's not going to be long, drawn out, or anything like that. It's actually going to be a great learning experience. I know a lot of people really don't rock with me like that, and it's okay. Or the title don't say science with Sean. I ain't talking about that. I've been kind of quiet on the vaccine tip for a reason because I ain't about to rehash old arguments. And we already debunked a lot of that stuff. But anyway, the key word to this work is Simbi. The word finds its root from the Congo language root word Simba, which means to hold up, to keep, to bless, to treasure, to touch, to retain. Akoma, peace, sister. How you doing? So again, I'm going to give it to you again. The key word to this work is Simbi. The word finds its root from Kikongo language, root verb Simba, which means to hold up, to keep, to bless, to treasure, to touch, to retain. Now, as to Simbi itself, it is a word that has three meanings in Kikongo language. These three meanings are a keeper or a watch overer, someone with power to protect, a living power / energy that holds up everything. All right. So when I asked y'all earlier, what does Simba mean to you? You had a lot of people directly go to the Lion King. Some said king, some said Lion King. Zane said pride. You know what I'm saying? And those were some things that actually came out. So said, dang, that's why they held Simba up. See, Rashu, you thinking about the movie. But hold on now, let me help you out a little bit. Because that's what I was doing too when I was reading the work. The first thing that came to my mind was the Lion King and how significant Simba was in that movie, and even when he was held up. Because like I said, Simbi means to hold up. So I'm with you, bro. Now, Simbi can be rendered in English language as that which holds things up. Simbi is the power behind all life. It is the food or the ingredient to all success. It is the secret behind all growth and all development. It is the unseen, the limitless power beyond human imagination. Without it, the concept itself of our expanding universe would not be conceivable. It is the mothering principle that mothers all. Neglected, this core principle of life can become cause of all failures. Peace, Keenan. Thank you for joining us and everybody that, just hopped on real quick. The title of the show is Simba Simbi. It's Kikongo. And right now, that's what we're dealing with. So we just learned that the word Simbi, well, y'all are learning that the word Simbi has 6 different meanings: to hold up, to keep, to bless, to treasure, to touch, to retain. It also has 3 meanings in the Kikongo language, which is a keeper, a watch over, someone with power to protect, a living power energy that holds up everything. And then we found out that Simbi can be rendered in English language as that which holds things up. So what I want to do is I'm going to put that in the chat. That which holds things up. That's what Simbi means in English. So hold on to that right there. Now, contrary to popular belief, spread through Western literature of Africa and Central Africa specifically, the Simbi is the principle of life itself. It is that which is. Now, in Kimoyo, it is the God principle. It is the living principle that holds up everything. It is the principle that makes things the way they are. It is the conscious that feeds our subconscious. It is the divine presence in and around us. Neither science, nor philosophy, chemistry, nor magic or trickology can define it or put it in their ways. To accept and recognize the principle is to accept life itself. It is to accept the divine presence of the totality of totalities. It is to be. On the other hand, to ignore this key living principle is not to being. To lie, kill, oppress, mislead, and exploit is to wound these living principles, the source of everything present and to come. It is an attempt to destroy all coils of life. Now, in the community chief, thus goes the Congolese proverb: does not need eyes, does not need ears, he does not need a mouth, because he stands up on the ground of the Simbi. That's a Congolese proverb. It says the chief doesn't need eyes, doesn't need ears, and doesn't need a mouth, because he stands up on the ground of Simbi. Simbi means that which holds things up. All right, now watch this. A leadership that stands on the foundation of that which holds it up does not need eyes, ears, or mouth, because it sees all around without looking. It hears all without listening, and it teaches to all without opening its mouth. Mental or spiritual blindness is something very dangerous for any leader. Simba Simbi, for the Bantu people, the Congo specifically, is a living spiritual principle in which their true concept of what we're going to use the English translation God is a bodiless, voiceless, living energy that holds up everything that is. To Simba Simbi is standing in the bold standing posture of a true master. See, Simba Simbi is focusing on the source of living seed energy and standing by one's belief, which are connected to that source. It is to allow the wealth of the living seed energy to flow and circulate in our body to bless, heal, protect, and transform it. One has just to try it. Trying it does not require an altar, an officiant, incense, makeup, or special clothes. Just you as you are can do it anytime when both your mind and your tongue are free, when no thinking and no conversing is going on. Any community leader trusts and stands upon this living principle. He appreciates seeing his people do the same because his people's eyes are his eyes. His people's ears are his ears. His people's mouths are his mouth as well. The Simbi, the life holding power, God, is present in all people to regenerate not only their living, but also their healing and protecting powers as well. Life in all its aspects as we know it would be impossible without the living principle of Congo called Simbi, holding power. It is the birthing power of all. A Simbi is not a deity. I'm going to say it again. A Simbi is not a deity, but it is a living force of many in one. And as such entity forces, Simbi can all be seen like invisible channels through which the living divine power, the natural law and order operates. Simbi is the life principle itself. And as such, for the Bantu people, Congo in particular, there is no need to worship it, nor to build worship places for it. Once he reaches the age of reason, Muntu has at least one obligation to his Simbi, the life principle that holds up everything. Learn to know, accept, become, and live like it, i.e., mature to its purest nature, its itness. At this level, an initiate accepts the he-she is one with life principle, which is everything and everything, seen and unseen, past, present, or to come. He is one with nature, the living seed energy in and around him. Simbi, that which holds things up. All entities such as families, villages, forests, rivers, cities, or institutions have their own individualized Simbi energy. Any entity in the universe will crumble, break, die, or cease to exist, and potential of the Simbi can no longer function as an agent of living, natural order with even a given entity. To learn more about this, there's a book that you actually can read. It's called A Profound Reading About Nkisi, Nganga, and Simbi, Truth and Distortion, which is written by Dr. Fu-Kiau. This individualized living energy stands by us from the time we leave our first living environment, the mother's womb, to the time when we enter our outer physical environment, the world. In the womb, our mother's Simbi living energy takes care of us all. It is very important today for a human being to rediscover this living power around us. It can change the way we live our lives. Simba Simbi, holding up that which holds you up, no matter what that is to you, is keeping this living divine order to bless us and to hold us up to justice, to success, to life, to happiness for all collectively. See, this work is written to remind us to hold up again those individualized Simbi energies that have helped hold up life on this planet from the beginning of time to the eve of the millennium before us. We all can help to rekindle this principle to its fullest power and direct us into the millennium. The Simbi energy is ready today, right now, in our time to pour upon this planet and upon its dwellers. Not only will new power decontaminate everything on this polluted planet of ours, but also new seeds will produce new plants to protect the already existing ones. These new plants and the old ones, now being protected by new ones, together will generate new crops, not only for food, but also for new generation of medicine, for perfect life and for perfect health. Beneficiaries of these new foods and new medicines will live well and longer almost without experiencing any illness during their entire lives. See, the only knowledge of the disease most of them will have will come through reading books of past generations. People at age 120 will still healthily run to their offices to work or go swimming and fishing as they did in their 50s. You're talking about life force. Ding, ding. Yep. That which holds you up. When you wake up in the morning, that is the Simbi in you, that which holds you up. So when you wake up and you get out of the bed, that's what's holding you up. When you grinding and you're trying to facilitate and create ways of some type of empowerment or some type of whatever it may be, put food on the table, pay a bill or whatever, your work, your bak, that's the Simbi. Your Simbi is when when you're doing constructive work in your home, like new piping, new flooring, new roofing, windows. You're doing the work. Your sweat equity. That's the Simbi. This is what the Kakongo are telling us. Your Simba Simbi, that which holds things up, is how we all operate. Because the minute that you lose your Simbi, you're no longer held up. You can no longer be held up. Now, let me continue. Our planet and its dwellers need new ways of living, new ways of learning and teaching, and new ways of seeing things. We must dig deeper beyond what we know, see, learn, taste, reject, oppress, exploit, or vilify. Then and only then will we begin to truly see and understand, because the Simbi that holds up the whole of life will reveal itself, himself or herself, as the only internal living principle, the source of all in all. Without question, all assumptions, dogmas, theories, and logic may collapse. And I wonder if our rationality will not yield to irrationality. We need to know that any concept we hold as truth may not be so tomorrow. And as such, it is important in our teaching process to always insert these three letters at the end of what we may be saying: UTN, which means up to now. This internal living principle is neither for the living or for the dead. It is not for the powerful or for the weak. It is not for the faithful or the sinner. It is not for the rich or for the poor. It is not for the green or the gray. It is not for the clergy or the lady. It is not for the night or the day. The Simba, God living principle, is just is. It is for all that is. Whoever challenges going outside the live and the live and let live principle will severely be challenged by it. I'm gonna say that one more time. The Simbi, which is that God living principle, is just is. It is for all that is. Whoever challenges going outside the live and let live principle will severely be challenged by it. As humans, we cannot understand it because we ourselves are it. The cosmos itself is it. Our life as we know it cannot define it because life itself is it. The nature of this principle, its essence, its itness, cannot click in our human mind to understand it because it is it. To just be is to begin to learn about this living principle and its presence in and around us. It is to live it and let it live. True Congo people, culturally and spiritually speaking, live their lives while humbly practicing this living principle and others that are similar. You too can try this in your own private life and be closer to your individualized Simbi force. Although it cannot be seen, remember that it is a principle of living energy that holds up all things seen, unseen and yet to come. So if you are by yourself alone, speak to yourself to be closer to the energy of individualized Simbi as would do any Congo person trained in the path of vitality, the vitalistic way, the vitalistic way. All right. So say aloud as follows. Now here it is. Hold up that which holds you up. I'm gonna say it again because it's putting the emphasis on you, the individual, your name, whoever you are that's listening to me right now or may catch this on a replay. This is to you. Hold up that which holds you up. Your name, it says X right there for your name. But it is preferable if you learn to say it in the original language as Simba, Simbi, and then your name. So you don't have to say hold up that which holds you up. You can say Simba, Simbi. Now, you can do this anytime and place you want. You will notice some changes in your life. You might not. It might just be a belief. It might be something as a reminder. You know, you can mumble it. You can say it among a crowd. You can exercise it as you see fit. But this is the way of the Congolese. Let me continue. The African continent, the cradle of human race, is bleeding because its inhabitants grew far away from this principle, which was embraced by the continent since the beginning of time. They do not stand any longer by their true beliefs, which are the foundation itself, not only of their humanism, but both also of life and vitality, vitalism, the word source of spiritual vitamins and proteins. And on the other hand, technologically advanced nations are messing up the whole life picture of this planet because they have overstepped this principle and transformed themselves as the living principle of life. Now, if you ask me, or ask your friend, this is his words, not mine. Hold up tightly that which holds you up in business, in learning, in sports, in arts, in politics, in negotiations, in creativities, in loving and making love, in conversation, in voting, in advocating, in teaching, in researching, in farming, in writing, in publishing, and in discovery, or in whatever you say you enjoy doing to glorify and hold up life and peace in this world. That is living and letting live. The key principle to life and living, the Simba Simbi in practice. I'm going to run that back again for everybody so you can clearly understand this. This is all it's saying we've been saying this whole time. Now, if I may ask you, my friend, hold up tightly that which holds you up. And then it continues. Hold up tightly what holds you up in business. Hold up tightly what holds you up in learning. Hold up tightly what holds you up in sports. Hold up tightly what holds you up in art. Hold up tight what holds you up in politics. Hold up tight what holds you up in negotiations, in creativities, in loving and making love, in conversations, in voting, in advocating, in teaching, in research, in farming, in writing, in publishing, in discovering, or whatever you enjoy doing to glorify and hold up life and peace in the world. That is living and letting live. That's the key principle to life and living. That is the Simba Simbi in practice. Rashu, as far as it being used as a name, no. I don't see that being a Congo name of anybody. Because it is something that you do. It is a practice. It is you. How I want to say this. It's your actions. Like I said earlier, just to bring it home. It's what we do. Like teaching. That would be Simba Simbi, right? That which holds you up. So if that's what gives me life and brings life forward and peace and so forth, then we do that out of that respect, that force, that energy, that whatever holds us up, that keeps us teaching, keeps us learning, keeps us developing, keeps us growing, keeps us moving and moving our people forward, fighting for our people's liberation, fighting brutality, fighting for the hearts and minds of the many people who don't really care to understand who they are. That's the Simba Simbi, right, Ramon, Trick deal. That's that. But if you want to name somebody something, I can't tell you what not to do. I have no authority over you naming somebody Simba Simbi because you're probably going to tell them that that's an Kakongo name, and it means that which holds things up. So yeah, you might know you might know a child that holds things up, that which holds things up. And I'm saying it like this because this child might have the itness as described in from Dr. Fu-Kiau. That itness might be the things that holds people up. That child might bring forth life and peace and harmony to the world. You know what I mean? Like that child may be a what some people would say a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Uh that could be that. However, that's the gist of it. So what y'all think about that, man? Lay it on me. We're dealing with the Congo and we're dealing with Dr. Fu-Kiau. I know y'all heard of that name before. Get used to it because you're gonna hear it a few more times. If you've never heard of it until today, it is what it is. See that what I'm saying? Nah, it has nothing to do with the I'll trick there. You missed that. Nah. Has nothing to do with the Lion King. It's Kakongo and it means that which holds things up. I know you came late. Nah, exactly, but there's a proper context, which is why I asked. Okay. Okay. Um, oh, better dying during the time. Gotcha. So really, man, what we do on the Monster Warrior Clan is we talk science, we talk anthropology, we talk culture, customs, traditions, we talk languages, we deal with art, you know what I mean? We got people in the music field. Um, history, we deal with history, but what we're trying to do is bring you different aspects of our traditions, culture, customs, practices, all these things that actually, hold things up. The Simba Simbi, that which holds things up, right? We try to bring that forward to our viewers and our subscribers for a reason. So, yeah, that's it. Simba Simbi, Robert Rand, right? That which hold things up, Robert Rand. Facts. That's how you should say it. Yeah, Simba Simbi. Told you it wasn't gonna be long. It was gonna be a sweet one. It was gonna be a good one. Hopefully, we all could pull and learn something from that. You know what I mean? Um, be Hold up. Art movies hit me up. Specifically action martial art. But yeah. So anybody got anything about that? I got some messages, so let me see what they're saying. Being crazy. Also, man, I wanna take this time out, and I don't even know if this brother listening or not, but I want to give a huge shout out to brother Juan Vasquez. A huge shout out to that brother. Shout out to brother Keenan. Shout out to brother Bias. Um, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Infinite Minds. It's a bunch of people, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Kenneth Stokes. Um, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. But Juan, man, bro, I appreciate you. I didn't get to say it live, and if you catch this, you know what I mean. Uh, I appreciate you. You know what I mean. That was love what you did, bro. That was real love. But yeah, Kenny, yeah, salute back. Rashu, man, I just said your name already, bro. Good bill. Yeah, I appreciate that too. Yep. Mm. Led better said they've been look who it is. You see what I'm saying? The lesson over with. The lesson over with. And then look who show up. Yeah. The type of brothers I get. You know what I'm saying? Lesson over with. And then he pop up. Nah, man. Ramon, brother, Rob Rand, everybody, man. Appreciate it from West Africa. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. But if you missed it, I'm not gonna make this long. I'm keeping it bite sized. This was a good, nice little healthy bill. Simba Simbi, Sean, that which holds things up. I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to be that which holds things up. Yeah, you won't CP time by 40 minutes. RD, man, I'll holler. Yeah, so nah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Like, if you got kids, to your kids, you're a Simba Simbi. You're that which hold things up. Think about that. Because if you're not holding things up, that roof that's over your kids' head don't exist. If you're not that which hold things up, their way to work don't exist, or school. If you're not that which hold things up, they don't get a meal. They don't get food on the table. If you're not that which hold things up, you know what I mean? Your loved ones, what good? So we all have to be Simba Simbi. And hopefully, because of the size of this particular bill, people can rewatch it, catch it, and understand what we really saying, if they just joined us late. That fool said, I'm that which smokes things up. I'm sure you are. But man, look out for a build that I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna test the water tomorrow. I'm gonna test the water tomorrow. Put together a little presentation. I had to remove my biases. It was tough for me to do. It was tough for me to do, but I had to have a conversation with somebody and get their side of things and their perspective in order for me to approach it the correct way. And in no way, and I'll say this again tomorrow, in no way would I ever um, be what I want to say, promoting certain things of the nature that we're going to discuss tomorrow. But we got to deal with it. We gonna deal with it. So thank you for that. But we gonna deal with a topic tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell you now because I know Brother Sute he on Cali time, but I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live around, if I go Eastern time, it'll be some people's lunchtime. So Cali, it'll be about morning times or something like that. I don't know. It depends. I might just hold my water to the afternoon time, but I want to kind of do it where people can work and then kind of tune in and listen in while they're working, I guess. I don't know how many people will view it, but I promise y'all what I put together is gonna shock the hell out of y'all. But it's got to be done, and I just I understand where I am, where and what influences I have or don't have regarding the subject matter, and the influence of laws and uh, lawmakers and amendments that uphold uh, that are actually constitutional, that uphold the rights of all people. So um, that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. Uh, I got some reading to do in the morning. I need to try to get through this book as much as possible. I only got about less than 20 pages in this other chapter, but I got 200 more pages out of that book, 140 out of this other book, and then I'm thinking about ordering another book, and then I can start my journey. What up? What up, Ramsey? You late, bro? You late? I'm gonna try to clip this at the 45-minute mark. I got about a minute and a half left. Basically, for anybody that'll rewatch this or catch this, it's not a long conversation. It's not a long bill. It is a learning experience. I hope that everybody who just jumped in or jumped off or jumped back in or whatever you had going on, because it's not 50 or 60 people in here. Of course, somebody else must be live, or they don't mess with the massa we born. Nah, I'm just playing. But even if we is that, we still gonna bring the scholarship. And we're gonna stand on it like that. But I wanted to bring out the Simba Simbi for a reason, because I know a lot of people won't be able to catch that. They ain't gonna be doing nothing in the afternoon. Yep, you're correct. They won't be doing nothing in the afternoon. And then I'll be on around that time. Yep. Okay, the pseudo's live. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, well then, yeah, man. I'm not gonna hold nobody up, man. Y'all know what it is on this side. When it's up, it's up. Um, you know.
Log in to KofiPaisaTV.com and get Spears of the Mossy Volume 1 by Kofi Paisa Research Team, from Spears the Pen Volume 2 by Kofi Paisa Research Team, Spiritual Combat Volume 3 by Kofi Paisa Research Team, One Night Before Bed by Any Haret Shun Cal Funny, Kalawa's Trip to the Motherland by Kofi Paisa, From Cocaine to Consciousness by Any Haret Shun Cal Funny, As I Learned, We All Learn by Kofi Paisa. Also, if you want fresh merch, go to our online store, Family Connect Apparel, and get all the brands, Also, get our 54 deck of quiz and educational cards available now on KofiPaisaTV.com.